When you're stamping, you can create unique backgrounds or focal points using a variety of colors. You can either do a similar color on a paper, or you can use Watermark to let the paper's color come through. So for example, on this card, you'll see we have these phones that are placed, or actually they're remote controls, placed around here to create this unique background. This was using a brown ink that's similar in color to the craft paper used on the background. Here's 3 examples of how you can use different color inks on different colors of cardstock and see the different effects you get. They can either pop, they can kind of blend in, or this one also kind of pops as well. So let me show you this yellow example here. So I've got my yellow paper, and I want to show you first what it looks like if I use yellow ink and the stamp. And I'm using a rubber stamp that's wood mounted this time. I'm going to ink up my stamp, make sure I've got plenty of ink all the way around it, and I always check to make sure I haven't gotten on the edges I don't want to stamp. I'm just going to stamp this right here in the middle to show you this is what it looks like, yellow ink on yellow paper. I'm going to use a wet wipe and just clean off my stamp really quickly here. And let me show you the effect we get if you use Watermark, which is a clear ink. Okay, so again, I'm going to make sure this is dry. I'm going to ink my stamp. You're not going to be able to see that there's really ink on this. You'll be able to see there's a little bit of a shine to it. And then I'm going to stamp with this one right next to it. So you'll see that it's a much lighter effect. As it dries, the color will come through, but it's not quite as obvious as it is with the yellow ink. So you can decide if you want to use clear ink and let the paper use the color, or if you want to use a colored ink that's similar to the paper to give that tone-on-tone effect. I challenge you to try each of these and see which one you like the best. But most of all, have fun creating.